The mere mention of a housing crisis sends shivers down the spines of many, especially those who lived through the turmoil of 2008 and 1988. Now, in 2024, renowned financial educator Robert Kiyosaki has sounded the alarm, predicting that the impending housing crisis will be even more devastating than the ones we've experienced in the past. In this article, we will delve into the insights provided by Robert Kiyosaki, examine the factors contributing to this crisis, and explore the potential consequences for individuals, communities, and the economy as a whole. Robert Kiyosaki, the best-selling author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, is no stranger to making bold predictions in the realm of finance and economics. His previous predictions, such as the 2008 financial crisis, have earned him credibility and respect among investors and financial experts. Kiyosaki's warning of a looming housing crisis in 2024 is not to be taken lightly. Kiyosaki argues that the 2024 housing crisis will surpass the severity of both the 2008 and 1988 crises due to a confluence of economic, demographic, and geopolitical factors. To understand the depth of this prediction, let's examine these factors in detail. One of the key economic factors contributing to the impending housing crisis is the state of the global economy. Kiyosaki believes that the world is currently on the brink of a major economic downturn, with factors such as high inflation rates, mounting national debt, and overvalued stock markets playing a significant role. As economic uncertainty rises, investors tend to seek refuge in tangible assets like real estate, driving up housing prices beyond sustainable levels. Additionally, the Federal Reserve's response to economic challenges, such as low interest rates and quantitative easing, has contributed to a bubble in the real estate market. These policies have made borrowing cheap and encouraged speculative investments, further inflating housing prices. However, when these policies are eventually reversed, it could lead to a sharp decline in property values, triggering the housing crisis that Kiyosaki foresees. Another critical factor that Kiyosaki highlights is the changing demographics in the United States. As the baby boomer generation ages, they are increasingly looking to downsize or sell their homes, flooding the market with properties. Simultaneously, younger generations, burdened with student loan debt and facing job insecurity, are struggling to enter the housing market. This demographic shift has created a supply-demand imbalance, with an oversupply of homes and a lack of qualified buyers. The result is a potential downward pressure on housing prices, which could be a catalyst for the impending crisis. Geopolitical factors also play a significant role in Kiyosaki's prediction. Tensions between global superpowers, trade disputes, and the potential for unexpected geopolitical events can disrupt financial markets and negatively impact consumer confidence. In such an environment, people may become hesitant to invest in real estate, exacerbating the housing crisis. If Robert Kiyosaki's prediction comes to pass, the consequences of the 2024 housing crisis could be far-reaching and severe, affecting individuals, communities, and the broader economy. For individuals, a housing crisis can be devastating. Many homeowners could find themselves underwater on their mortgages, owing more than their homes are worth. This can lead to foreclosures, evictions, and financial ruin for countless families. The dream of homeownership could turn into a nightmare as people struggle to hold on to their homes or find affordable housing alternatives. Communities also stand to suffer during a housing crisis. Property values decline, leading to reduced tax revenues for local governments. This, in turn, can result in cuts to essential services like education, healthcare, and infrastructure maintenance. Moreover, neighborhoods could witness an increase in vacant and abandoned properties, leading to blight and crime. The housing market is intricately tied to the broader economy, and a crisis of this magnitude can have far-reaching economic consequences. A sharp decline in housing prices can lead to a recession, as it affects consumer spending, construction jobs, and the banking sector. Moreover, a housing crisis can trigger a domino effect, impacting related industries such as home improvement, real estate development, and mortgage lending. In light of the impending housing crisis, policymakers and individuals should take proactive measures to mitigate its impact. Here are some potential strategies to consider. Individuals should diversify their investment portfolios to reduce their exposure to the real estate market. This includes considering alternative assets like stocks, bonds, and precious metals. Reducing reliance on real estate can help protect wealth in the event of a housing crisis. Lenders should exercise caution when issuing mortgages, ensuring that borrowers have the financial capacity to repay their loans. Borrowers, in turn, should avoid overextending themselves by taking on excessive debt. Responsible lending and borrowing practices can help prevent a housing bubble. Governments can implement policies to stabilize the housing market, such as implementing stricter lending standards, regulating speculative investments, and offering financial assistance to struggling homeowners. These measures can help prevent a crisis from spiraling out of control. Communities should explore long-term solutions to address housing affordability issues. This may include incentivizing affordable housing development, promoting cooperative housing models, and investing in public housing initiatives. Creating more affordable housing options can help mitigate the impact of a housing crisis. The severity of the housing crisis can significantly differ from one region to another. Urban centers with robust job markets and population growth may remain relatively stable, with housing demand outstripping supply. In contrast, rural areas or regions dependent on specific industries may experience more pronounced declines in property values and a surge in foreclosures. Urban areas often benefit from diverse economies and higher incomes, making homeownership more attainable for their residents. These areas tend to have a more resilient housing market, but they are not immune to economic shocks. Policymakers should still remain vigilant and ready to address potential issues in these cities to prevent a cascade effect from rippling into surrounding regions. Rural areas, on the other hand, may face a more challenging situation due to limited employment opportunities and declining populations. In such places, housing prices may stagnate or decline, leaving homeowners vulnerable to financial hardships. Supporting these communities may require a different set of policies, such as incentives for businesses to relocate or invest in these areas, as well as targeted housing assistance programs. Demographic factors play a pivotal role in the housing market's stability. The changing composition of the population can influence housing demand, supply, and affordability. Understanding these dynamics is essential when crafting effective policies to mitigate the impact of the impending crisis. For example, areas experiencing significant population growth due to migration or a high birth rate may see sustained housing demand, potentially offsetting price declines. In contrast, regions with aging populations and low birth rates may struggle with an oversupply of homes as older homeowners look to downsize or sell. It is crucial for communities to plan for the housing needs of different age groups and income brackets. Tailoring housing policies to accommodate the requirements of both younger first-time buyers and retirees looking to downsize can help stabilize local housing markets and promote economic resilience. The nature of the housing market in a particular area also plays a critical role in determining the potential impact of a crisis. Factors such as housing inventory, construction activity, and local regulations can significantly influence market dynamics. Areas with a surplus of housing inventory, often stemming from speculative development or a rapid increase in construction, may experience more pronounced price declines when demand weakens. In contrast, regions with strict zoning regulations and limited housing supply may be more resilient to market fluctuations, but could face ongoing affordability challenges. Policymakers should consider implementing flexible zoning regulations that enable faster responses to changing market conditions. Encouraging responsible construction and development practices can help ensure that housing supply aligns with demand, reducing the risk of extreme market swings. The prediction of an impending housing crisis by Robert Kiyosaki serves as a stark warning for individuals, communities, and the economy at large. While it is impossible to predict the exact severity and timing of such a crisis, the underlying economic, demographic, and geopolitical factors that Kiyosaki highlights are worth considering. Individuals should remain vigilant and make informed financial decisions, diversifying their investments and avoiding excessive debt. Policymakers have a crucial role to play in implementing responsible lending practices and supporting affordable housing initiatives. By taking these proactive measures, we can hope to navigate the challenges of a potential 2024 housing crisis with greater resilience and preparedness. The lessons learned from past crises should guide us in making wise choices for the future of our homes and communities. Thank you for sticking with me all the way to the end. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure the notification bell is turned on so you don't miss a video.